Hey filmmakers! One of the most frustrating things about editing video is that there are so many options out there, and everyone has an opinion. Are you a vlogger or filmmaker struggling to choose the best video editing software? In this video, I'm going to show you the 3 reasons I think Apple Final Cut Pro 10 is the best video editing software for vloggers and filmmakers. Hi, I'm Teddy, your filmmaking science experiment. And after years of struggling with consistency as a filmmaker and entrepreneur myself, I finally decided to take the steps towards creating the filmmaker's lifestyle I've always dreamed of. And today, I show filmmakers everywhere how to overcome the challenges of becoming a filmmaker and how to make money with video to support that dream. I've been editing with the early versions of Final Cut Pro since way back when. It was an expensive piece of software at $1,000. And back then there was zero question. Final Cut Pro was built for pros. When Apple switched to Final Cut Pro 10 in 2011, the professional reputation it had once enjoyed came crashing down around them.
Well, our editors here at Conan are some of the best in the business. They actually like the new software. In fact, they prepared this video statement voicing their support for the new Final Cut Pro.
Hi, I'm Dave Grecu, one of the editors here at Conan. We actually really like the new version of Final Cut Pro. We used it to edit the video you're watching right now.
Hey, this is Dan Doe. I'm one of the editors from Interface for Final Cut X's.
Best of iTunes and iMovie all right inside Final Cut X.
The issues with the software put into question who Apple was targeting, the consumer market or the professional market, and all the pros began to jump ship. I even wrote a blog post in 2014 about me contemplating switching to Adobe Premiere. The good news is I stayed with Final Cut Pro 10 and haven't looked back since. At $50 per month for the Adobe Creative Suite, I'm also $2,200 richer because of it. Apple Final Cut Pro 10 saves me money, with each month that goes by on the calendar. Purchasing Final Cut Pro 10 at the Apple App Store costs just $299 with free upgrades for life. Of course, you'll need a Mac computer to run the software, so picking up a used 2013 to 2015 MacBook Pro on eBay is an additional $500 to $1,000 investment if you don't have a Mac already. My love for Mac computers and OS X runs deep, so editing on a Mac is a no-brainer for me, and I highly recommend it to anyone getting started in video editing. Ultimately, at $299 and free upgrades for life, the money saved long-term presents a huge value for vloggers and filmmakers on a low budget. Besides saving money, what makes Final Cut Pro 10 so amazing? The magnetic timeline is a stroke of genius. There's something organic about editing in Final Cut Pro 10 that you won't find in other software. The fluidness of working in a timeline that works for you by closing up cuts speeds up the time it takes to edit. Apple also designed the software to take advantage of the processors and RAM in a Mac computer, so it works really fast when you put it to the test. With background rendering on, every sip of my coffee gets me one step closer to exporting. It's hard enough to find the time to be creative, but having software like Final Cut Pro 10 in my corner can cut my editing time in half. Speaking of speed, the urgency and development of Final Cut Pro 10 templates and plugins will cause your head to spin. Most companies are dropping something new each day. What this means for the Final Cut Pro 10 video editor is more creative options, as well as time saved by not having to be a master designer. I use a particular plugin by FCP Effects called Widescreen. In fact, I'm using it right now. There are tons of companies out there that are making all kinds of plugins that will speed up your process and makes video editing more efficient, more fun, and more creative. So if you're looking for the best video editing software that will save you money long term and save you time editing, check out Final Cut Pro 10. Want more videos like this? Click the link below and submit your name and email on the next page. As soon as you do that, you'll be redirected to a thank you page with a free gift. Go ahead and click that link now, and I'll see you on the next page. Thanks for watching. Now go out and shoot something.